Welcome back to Trigun Stampede Anime Review episode number 3. This is the third episode of the anime, Bright Light Shine Through the Darkness. And oh boy, this is a weird one. It seems like this one basically just compiled two, maybe 3 episodes into one. Because that's what it felt like. It felt like they had planned this to be a storyline for about 3 to 4 episodes. Except we have to cram it all one episode. Yes. So, we pick up where we left off last episode with the spider robot bombs. Oh, by the way, confirming that Nebraska Jr. is definitely dead. Yeah, I'll get to some theory. I'll get some about that. So, we start to attach everybody. And, of course, Roberto thinks, oh, this is the work of MK, of Easy Bomber. Yes. A guy called Easy Bomber is responsible for this. Despite the fact last episode he said this was lost technology. Yeah, don't know why for that. Then they find him really easily. Like, wow, it was so easy. Just, oh, let's have Vash look up this tall tower. Shoot him, come down. Oh yeah, he's no longer Easy Bomber, he's Easy the Mime. Oh yeah, and also he apparently mined the entrance to the frickin' town. For reasons. Then he starts looking like he's about to battle him, and then he's easily beaten. And like they basically just confront him really easily. Like, wow, this thing's over so quickly. And he's tied up, and like, oh, let's find a way to disable the bombs. Like, and he's held down by a short woman, an older guy, and Vash himself. Like, what? How do you disarm these freaking bombs? And like, okay, let's just pull this piece of metal that's attached to his back, press the red button, and they're done. That's it. And then they tie him up, and then fire starts breaking out, and you're thinking, what the heck is going on here? Based upon that scene, it should have ended the episode. By the way, that's only about 5 minutes. Yes, seriously. Here's even more weirder. He actually escapes while being tied up. Runs up some stairs. Runs into a diner. Where he runs into Million Knives. This is the first time he's been physically seen in the series in a couple, at least about, I think it was, he wasn't seen last episode. Yeah, and here we have it in present day. Not just a quick cameo at the end of an episode. And he's like, haha, trying to see you. And he just slices off his arms, and then the Easy Bomber dies. Nebraska tries to kill Million Knives. By the way, we see Vash confront him with his gun. Can't exactly shoot his own brother. And apparently he wears a cloak covered in knives. Like, it's embodied with knives. Like, his name calls him Nye, short for Million Knives, or Nye's Million. Then Nebraska tries to shoot him with his freaking bazooka. That doesn't work. Then, of course, he gets his arm chopped off, and Nebraska dies. Yes, Nebraska dies. A character who just showed up just last episode. He gets killed off just an episode of his debut. Then, of course, you have where we have Vash try to shoot him. Doesn't work. So and then all of a sudden we also have this vehicle come out of nowhere, and it also springs out this giant Iron Giant style robot, or it proceeds to climb on the walls of the city with a old man and a little girl, and Knives telling him, please retrieve something that's mine. And it's a blue plant. Then he just slices open the plant and retrieves the red one. And of course, Vash tells him, don't do this. He tries shooting him. Heck, he even puts more than one bullet in his freaking gun. And he's like, Knives like, you gonna shoot your older brother? And Vash is hesitating because this is his brother. He even tells him when he first meet him, you haven't changed. And Knives is like, yeah, you haven't either. Then he proceeds to take away the plant. And then the town starts falling apart. We see Meryl and Roberto try to save Rosa's son. He falls off. And presumably he loses his arm. It's possibly he died. They don't really confirm it here. It's like show his body. It show him. But I don't know if he died. And then, of course, Rose tells Vash, of course, he also. Million Eyes on the way taking the plane needs to kill 2 women. Brutally. By chopping off their arms right in front of Rosa. Rosa is scared stiff. Despite the fact they're told to run, they choose not to. And Million Eyes takes away the plant, and he gets away. We also see his really good sequence when he basically forms this globe of knives. And that was a really cool moment for that one. Yeah, and then of course takes away. Of course, Rosa tells Vash to leave. Don't ever come back. I want to see you ever again. And he picks his bag up and leaves. Barrow tries to follow him. And like he's going east. To where? To the City of July. Which is where Million Knives is going to be. And of course, Barrow will follow him. Don't worry about that. And that's the episode. Yeah, you watch this and you're like, wow. It's like in the case of the first episodes, the pacing is really good. Excuse me. In the case of this episode, in the case of the second episode, it kind of looked like that one could have been like 2 separate episodes combined to one. This one felt like 3 or 4 episodes combined to one, given the type of story this is. Yes, it's like maybe they're planning on basically like have this easy power guide per more than 1 episode. And I guess someone like, nope, let's kill him off in this debut episode. And let's also kill off Nebraska, too. Well, in case you're curious, though, Nebraska only appeared in the original anime for like 1 episode. I think the original manga appeared for like 2 or 3 chapters, and that was it. Did he die? Did Million Times kill him off in that series? Not that I remember. He got arrested, thrown back to prison. Now, by the way, him and his Nebraska Jr. were thrown in jail for reasons that are never explained in the series. Yep. Now, I do enjoy the animation. I think it's really good. Except this episode felt a little rushed. Not in terms of the dubbing. That's not the issue here. It's the pacing of the story. That's why I felt as though it was rushed. I mean, in the case of the last episode, it felt like it was 2 episodes combined into 1. Kind of. Because that's what it felt like. This one felt like it was 3 or 4 episodes combined, given this type of story it is. It's like maybe the animators wanted to expand this story out a little bit, but no. They probably had to cut it for time. And also, why the heck was this episode delayed? Yeah, I think this episode was supposed to come out like a little week. It was not like, here's the thing. This was released last weekend, and I think it was supposed to come out the previous weekend, but was delayed for some reason. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. And I would have thought that maybe they made it up by releasing episode 2 because they forgot the previous week. But no, like, why in the world would you take a break from releasing the dub after releasing 2 episodes? I don't know why this is. Now, Million Eyes himself, now here's the thing about Trigun Stampede. Vash is the only one to retain his voice actor. Yeah, he is the only one. Everybody else, they changed the entire dub cast. I'm not kidding about that. They seriously do. I do not know the reason why they changed it for, but they did. Now, Nebraska himself, like I said, was in the original series. Yeah. I think he appeared for like 1 episode, Gazif. And they feature one of his sons. The rest of his family, they actually do not feature them at all, which is kind of weird. Like, in this series, they just feature his son, but they don't feature his entire family. Yeah, he's got, like, his full family includes, like, aside from Gaza, he has, like, a few other sons, a wife, yeah, why in the world that the rest of the Nebraska family never appeared in this series? I don't know. It's one of the most bizarre things related to this series. And it's just, wow. Oh, 9 million, you might ask? Did they change his voice actor? Well, In this series, he's voiced by Austin Tindall. In the original series, he is voiced. Let's see. They don't list out his voice, but that's who voiced him in the remake series, which is strange, to say the least. In the original series, by Kurt Bailey. In the current series, it's Austin Tindall, which I think is a good actor. Yeah, then we have the debut of William Conrad. And you might be curious, though, is he a character from the manga? Oh, yes, he is. He actually in the manga. This is the first time he's ever featured in any form of anime. Yes, he was never featured in the original series. He made his first appearance in Trigun Maximum, Chapter 37. That's where he first showed up. Except he died at his debut. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, the fact they featured him as daughter. Like the little girl he's with. Yeah, Meryl. Now, Easy Mind. E.G. Mind. Now, was he in the original series? According to this, yeah, he was. He was definitely in the original series. In episode 16. He appears in episode 3. Now, here's the thing. In the original series, he's voiced by Lex Lang. In this series, he's voiced by Wataru Tagi. Yeah, for some reason, they replaced his voice actor. Because, of course, they did. Yeah. So, in this episode, we see a return of it. We see an anime debut for a character. We see a return of one character. There's also Grade and Knowles, which, yes, this is definitely a character appeared from the manga too, and he appeared in the original Trigun series. Mm-hmm. Doesn't list out what episode he was featured in, but yeah, he was also featured in the manga. Yes, he's featured in the manga as well, which is interesting to say the least. There's also Eldora the Crimson Nail. Now, is this a character from this series? Like, is she... Oh, no, she is from the manga too. Yep. She appeared in the original manga, Chapter 20. So at least I gotta praise the fact that this episode managed to feature a return of a character. Like so far, you have E.G. Mine, a character from the previous series, who was complete anime originally. Yeah, he appears here with an updated design. Grade and Knowles, who actually appeared in the previous series too, and his look was completely different. He appeared in the manga as well. An anime debut, and a character who also is an anime debut as well, which at least got to praise the anime for that one. Mm-hmm. Now you might be thinking, where is Nicholas D. Wolfwood? A character was in the previous anime and the manga. Excuse me. He'll show up next week. Next episode. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yep. This, like I said, interesting episode. It is strange to bring in characters in like this, but definitely looking forward to the rest of the series so far. Now, this is definitely an anime that I've seen, what I can tell from so far. Like, I knew the anime is coming out. I was surprised these characters showed up here. And I'm like, oh, there's also mention about a gate. Yes, apparently Vash knows something about a gate. Which is strange. I don't know. It's strange about that. Yes. And that's not much else to say about this series so far. It's really good. I enjoy it. But this time I think is quite strange though that only Vash keeps his voice actor from the previous series, but nobody else. That's a real question. If we can find out the reason why none of the original upcasts come back, please leave in the comments below. I'd love to hear the story behind why in the world that I try to ask Dorothy Flan, this basically the woman who voiced Meryl in the original series, of why in the world she never came, why couldn't she come back for Trigun Badlands? She apparently has no idea. I'm not kidding about that. She had no freaking idea. Yeah, that's who voiced her in the original series, Dorothy Ellis Flan. I tried asking her, but she just didn't really know why. She did not know the reason why in the world that she got replaced with Lucy Christian. If I get a chance to talk to Lucy about this, I'll probably ask her why the heck that when Filmation got the dubbing rights for Trigun Badlands, why couldn't they bring back Johnny, but they couldn't bring back the dubcast? That's a very good question. The only dubcast I actually did hear of the reason why they were replaced was Pokemon. Yes, I actually asked Veronica Taylor about that. Now you're probably thinking, why you must to mention Pokemon in Trigun Stampede? I'm going to bring it up right now. I asked Veronica Taylor why she got replaced. Why did she leave the role after 8 seasons? Apparently, the new dub company replaced 4 kids, Pokemon, called Pokemon USA, replaced the entire dub cast, and they had no choice in the matter. Yep, that's the reason why she was let go as Ash Ketchum, was because Pokemon USA replaced that dub cast for no reason. That's the reason why after 8 seasons the dub cast completely changed. But at least I actually hear a reason for it. I mean, that's a reason. It's a stupid reason. I'm not going to blame Veronica Taylor for that. I blame Pokemon USA replacing a damn good dub cast with their own dub cast. We're replacing it with different people. Though the one who voiced Ash did an excellent job. Heck, even Veronica Taylor agrees with me on that part. Yep. But now what I just say about this episode here. If you want to hear more about what's going on with Pokemon, I might do something like some of that with Pokemon. Okay. So, to the next video, which is probably my last video time because basically I gotta get ready for bed soon because, well, I thought I had time a little more, but I actually don't have any more time. Okay, next video.